In today's video, we're going to unhaul some books. If that's something you're interested in, keep watching. Hey good people, long time no see. I'm Cassie and welcome. All right, y'all, so like I said in the intro, we are unhauling some books today. Not a lot, maybe, I don't know. If you've been here before, you know I don't like doing long intros. I don't really like watching long intros, so this is not going to be a long intro. We unhauling books and I'm not really going to tell you what the book's about. I may say, hey, I didn't like it, it's not for me, etc. It's not going to be too much talking on one single book. And before I get started, I just want to give a big thank you to all the new subscribers. If you're new here, say hello. If you're old, say hello. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and if you like anything you see, make sure you hit the like button. Now let's move on with the video. The first book in the unhaul is Witch and the Wizard by James Patterson. This is a middle grade, I do believe. I've had this for a long time. I'm no longer interested in it. My children are not interested in it, so I'll give it away. And also, like, I don't know what happened here. The page is coming out, it looks ripped, but there are no pages missing, but I don't know. So I'm just going to put it in one of the little free libraries and keep it moving. The next book is Just My Luck by Zach Delacruz. This is also a middle grade book, I do believe, and it's just not something that no one in the house is interested in, so let's get rid of it. Another book is Summer of the Sea Serpent. I don't like snakes. Also, this is by Mary Pope Osborne, and there are other books. There are two other books in this, I don't want to say collection, but series that my son has. He's not really wanting to read this anymore, but I don't really like the way this book looks, so I don't want it anymore. I'll just keep the other two books for my toddler. The next book is The Potato Chip Puzzles by Eric Berlin. Yes, by Eric Berlin. This is also a middle grade book, I do believe. I was going to read it, but then I became uninterested. I've had all of these books for a couple years now, probably 3 or 4 or more years. So, yeah, I'm not interested in it. My children aren't interested in it. The same thing over and over. We're getting rid of it. No one in the house is interested in it. The next book is Nick and Tesla's High Voltage Danger Lab by Science Bob Flugfelder and Steve Hawkinsmith. I don't know. But my son read this. He's 12. He read this a long time ago. He's no longer interested in it, and I don't feel like holding on to it. So why not give it to somebody who would want to read it? If y'all hear my little toddler, I am a stay-at-home mom. Just to, you know, disclaimer. He is watching Mickey Mouse right now. Finished breakfast and everything, and you may hear him making noises, singing, or whatever. Excuse him. I'm sorry if that bothers you. But the next books I have are The Adventures of Super Diaper Baby. This is the first book, and the second one is Super Diaper Baby 2, The Invasion of the Potty Snatchers. This is the third book. No one here is going to read these. All of my kids are older, or like I said, my youngest is a toddler. He's not reading this, and I'm pretty sure I don't really want him to read this. So moving on. The next book I have is by Lauren Conrad. It's Sugar and Spice. I do believe this is the first book in this series. I believe in a thing called love. Yes, I've had this for a long time. I read this. I've read, I believe, all of the books, maybe 1 and 2. I thought I had the other ones, but I do not. So probably got lost in the move. But I'm going to put this in a little free library, and hopefully someone else will like it. I do see these books all over, still in the stores and everything, and even she has new books. This is a really good book, but I'm just not into that phase anymore. I'm an adult. An adult. The next 2 books I have are the Captain Underpants books. This is the first book, and this is the 8th book. So you will see some more of these, but these are the only paperbacks that we have. My son is no longer interested in these, and this is not a series that I would want my toddler to read. It's just stupid goofy. So we're just gonna let another little kid, you know, read that. The next book I have is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, and I got this out of a free library, and I thought I was going to read it, but I got home and did the little, you know, read 1 chapter thing, and it's not for me, so I'm going to put it back in the little free library. I don't know if I'm going to put it back in the same one or if I'm going to put it in a different one, but it's going back. The next book I have is Push by Eve Silver. I have had this for a super long time. I did get this from the Dollar Tree many moons ago. I have never read it, and it's also book 2 in a series, which I did not know, and I don't have any plans on picking up book 1 or reading this, and neither do my children want to read this, so we're getting rid of it. The next book is Elixir by Hilary Duff. I did start this, but I did not finish this. I have had this for several years. Like I said, I read it. I probably got maybe two chapters in, but I don't know what happened because it was a long time ago. But when I recently reread the synopsis of this book, and I just wasn't interested in it. I do believe I got this from a library sale many moons ago. So I'm also going to put this and all of the books that you just saw in a little free library. The next books that I'm going to unhaul are more hardback in very good condition. Even though some of those were in good condition, I either got them for free or little to no money. And the next books I'm going to unhaul, I'm going to take to a consignment shop, I do believe, or maybe a used bookstore, I'm not sure yet, and get some money for them, hopefully. The next book is Serafina by Rachel Hartman. I've had this since maybe 2015 or something like that, when this was a popular book on BookTube many moons ago. But my sons and I tried to read this over the summer. They are, teenagers. They're preteen and teenagers, whatever. They're teenagers. Let's just call a spade a spade. But we just couldn't get into it. I don't know. Like, the names are really hard. It's just big word. Lavandaville. Like, the capital of Gored. I don't even know if these words. Orma. It was just the names of the cities and the names of the characters in this book just threw us for a loop, and it was making everybody's head hurt. So we're gonna get rid of this book. The next book I'm going to get rid of is My Dog Vanessa. I did read this book. I love this book. No, let me take that back. I like this book. This is one of the books that makes you go, when you read it, like, why did you do that? So every time I was reading this book and one of those times happened, my son just happened to be walking into the room, my oldest, who's 17. He's like, what is going on in that book? So I really like this book, but I only got it for $5 from Ollie's, and I really don't feel like I'm going to reread it, and I don't want it on my shelf. I wanted it for the experience. I got the experience. I do have a Goodreads review up. My link is down below. Make sure you check that out. But yeah, we can get rid of this. This is going in a little free library. The next book I have is Honey Girl. I recently read this as well. This is by Morgan Rogers. Now, I'm not going to put this in a little library. I'm not going to sell this. I'm actually going to give it to my mom the next time I see her. She says she's interested. And also, this author is a local author, and she's Black, and she's a woman. So I tried to support her, and I wanted to like this book. I think I gave it 3.5, maybe 3.75 stars. I don't know. And I really, really wanted to like this because the main character is a Virgo, and I'm a Virgo, and I should have known because her birthday is the day after my birthday, but I don't know. This is not something I would reread. It was a good book. I just don't think it was for me. Then we have some comics. I'm just gonna roughly show you all the comics. Sorry if I'm going too fast. But most of these comics, I either have the graphic novel on, I'm not interested in, or I am going to pick up the graphic novel. So I'm going to put that in a little free library, and some child will enjoy that. The next book I have is The Far Side Gallery 5 by Gary Larson. I got this book for free. I don't remember where, but it's like a little graphic novel type thing, and I'm not interested in it, and neither are my kids. I should have known better when there was a fly in this soup, so we're getting rid of that. And the last stack of books that I'm getting rid of are the Captain Underpants books. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. Like I said, we had 1 and 8 in the paperback, so these are the hardcover. These are ones that I want to actually get some money for. My son is no longer interested in, and it's just, like I said before, it's a goofy series, and we're good. Those are all the books that I'm unhauling for you today. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And like I said before, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.